Hi everybody, it's Kimberly. Welcome back to the Twin Flame family. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Kimberly and you can check us out on Facebook. I'm just building our Facebook page. It has lots of information, quotes, inspiration, and links to healing resources, things like that. And we're the Twin Flame family, or the link is on our channel art on YouTube. And we also are holding a Twin Flame conference call. It's free. It's a support group every week. I try to do it either Tuesday or Thursday. If you'd like information, email me at transformationscapecod@gmail.com, and I will include you on the weekly announcement for the calls. So today I wanted to talk about twin flames and sort of the basics of healing and a twin flame separation. I've had many emails over the past week where there seems to be a lot of confusion about this, and I wanted to give you my perspective on it. If it doesn't resonate with you, just, please just feel free to move on to the next teacher or guru. There's lots of information on YouTube and all over the web. There's books to read. Many great teachers out there, but I wanted to talk specifically today about doing your healing work and what that means in a twin flame connection. So for me personally, if you don't know my story, I met my twin flame earlier this year and had a really magnetic attraction to this person and a feeling of oneness and home and all of that. And we did a very unhealthy back and forth dance. As much as we adored each other, I was running from him. There were life circumstances that, I was doing a lot of toxic behaviors, pushing him away and all of that. And he sort of did the same thing for me. So we were mirroring back to each other things that we didn't want to see or weren't ready to see. And in the last push-pull, he actually walked, and it wasn't over, and we still have a great love for one another. And during that push away, he reconnected with a former flame and has been playing out a soul relationship with this person. So I embarked upon the journey, and literally May, I had just received my life coaching, soul coaching certification, was interested into segueing into that realm. And by June, in 1 month's time, I had gone through a massive spiritual awakening. And not only that, but come into alignment with starting to realign with this new path of helping others and healing others. I really had no intention when I put these videos out there. I just thought perhaps sharing my experience might help some of you. And I also approach it a little bit differently because I do have the sort of the experience in my life, and also the soul coaching background that enables me to hopefully help teach it better to you. And I hope that some of this resonates with you or helps you in some way. So I've been in the separation with my twin since sort of like the end of April. And so from May to June, like I said, I went through a massive spiritual awakening. And this means digging very deep into myself and to, yes, I have a love for this person. Why did I behave that way? Why did I repeat those toxic behaviors? Why do we have this telepathic connection? Why can I not forget about him? Why do I love him more deeply and in a more intense way than I've ever loved anyone in my life? And I've had many soulmate relationships. And so all these questions, I stumbled upon the twin flame teachings, and it resonated, all of it. And that's how you know. Okay, so if you're watching these videos and you're like, I don't buy it, I don't get it, and I'm going to fight with these teachers and I'm going to comment and criticize, you don't probably belong here. So, it's best for that scenario for you to move on to other maybe philosophies, because this connection is undeniable. You will know when you're in it. You will know. And even if you have some questions or doubts, that's what we're here for, to help clear some of that up. But you'll know innately. You know that this is not just special, but it's unlike any other relationship of your lifetime. And it will cause, it's symptomatic. Yes, there is a coming together, a meeting, which is sacred. You've come from the beginning of time to meet now, here in this time-space reality. It's amazing. And because it doesn't play out in the way that you think it will, don't worry about that. This is, there really is no time or space. And this is the 3D plane that we're on, of crisis and drama and crazy things happening in the world. But as these crazy things happen, there are many and hundreds of thousands of people that are coming into a higher consciousness. And they're rising up to help raise consciousness, collective consciousness, and to help society, and to be the light workers, and to be the beings that are shedding light for everybody else in this universe, to help shed that light where there's so much darkness happening on our planet today. So you are part of a very special revolution, movement, however you want to see it. And it's calling you to individually awaken. And what that means is your relationship with this person, with your twin flame, it transcends everything. It transcends space, time. It is a gift. And the best way I can say it is, whether union happens, whether you reunite and come together and have a life partnership or not, this is the best gift you will ever receive. It's the best gift I've ever got. Not only do I love somebody beyond compare, and not only am I learning to love them unconditionally, but I'm also cleaning up everything in my relationship patterns, in my behaviors and my insecurities, my everything. It causes you to dig deep, to heal, and to have faith. And so let's talk about the healing. So healing for me was just, stumbling upon teachers that are like, you need to do your shadow work. Well, what's your shadow work? I certainly did a lot of it in my own process of, sitting with a life coach, soul coach many years back. And often they were the soulmate relationships that just cracked me open. Huge heartache, and I needed answers. Boom. There I was. I was sitting in the chair looking into myself. I thought I'd never do that. Sorry, I'm just hearing a noise. So there was pieces through that healing that I healed, but nothing was completely healed in totality. And that's evident because I kept carrying forth my own patterns, insecurities, behaviors that are not serving my higher self. And everybody you're all beautiful, beautiful beings. You all have gifts beyond gifts. And many of us get stuck in the wrong relationships, stuck not being able to move forward in our professional life, stuck, repeating our own patterns with our family relations and our romantic relationships. So basically, doing your shadow work, your healing, is a process of shining a light, truly shining a light. This is where enlightenment comes from, onto the darker pieces of ourselves that are disowned, so that we've suppressed in our subconscious mind. And by shining the light on them, which is essentially awareness, that's all it is, as you becoming aware and able to look at yourself introspectively. And the shadow work, which can be facilitated many ways, and there are many teachers such as Teal Swan, who I love, and you can find her videos on YouTube, and she will help you do some practical exercises with your shadow work. For me, one of them was I had patterns of cheating, and in those running into relationships in which I wasn't the cheater, but I would be cheated on, and I would be cheated on with the same archetype, or I'll say archetype, the same archetype of a person each time. So every guy would cheat on me with the woman who looked the same, every relationship acted the same, had the same traits. So what was that within me? And I really needed to look at that. And I did a series of shadow work exercises and a lot of deep thinking and healing. And I have to say that although you're digging back into like things that have happened in this lifetime, your healing is happening on a 5-dimensional level. You're in a higher vibrational space when you're healing. You are, okay? You are introspective. You're looking down on yourself, right? Not down on, but you're looking down upon, so you can see objectively what's been happening, why things aren't serving you, why these things need to be cleared up before you would ever be able to come into union with your twin flame. And everything that you will discover has like a core belief or value that usually was rooted from when you were younger and when you were a child. So child wounds, trauma, early adult trauma, all these things, even trauma in your adult life that probably stemmed from childhood wounds. So it causes you to go in and really take stock and to trace back, where did this stem from? You know, I traced mine back. You will laugh, but I traced it back to nursery school, okay? To nursery school. There was a boy, and he liked a girl, and she, looking back on it, I liked him, and he liked her, and she had the same, she was that archetype that I repeated that pattern of the guy, you know, being in the relationship with me or liking me, but then going to this other woman. And there was either cheating, dishonesty, betrayal. And as I had that belief reaffirmed through, I believe I counted 17 relationships, that you can laugh, that I am now drawing it into myself, or I drew it into myself because it became a deep-rooted belief. And where did it come from? It came from my childhood. It came from lack of approval from my parents. It came from getting out of my power center. It came from looking at another archetype or type of person as if they were more, better, different, but not really knowing why I felt that on the inside. Okay, so those were all of the things that came up for healing for me and that I've worked through. And since working through them, I've realigned with my power center. And you will too. And you will get into your place of power. And as you do that, this is not an egotistical place. This is not, I'm going to throw my power around. This is a place of feeling calm, secure, confident, and at ease. Okay, so you will navigate through life this way as you reclaim your power center. And it will also help you navigate in the twin flame connection. And it will be easier for you to surrender all of the ego, for lack of a better word, bullshit that we all tell ourselves. It's easy, and I hear often, for people to say, well, my twin did this to me. My twin did this. My twin left me. My twin is in another relationship. He should be with me. She should be with me. My twin has inflicted all this pain on me. And I have to remind you, nobody inflicts pain on you. As an adult, you are responsible for every situation you draw into your life. Every circumstance is part of your law of attraction. So you're attracting into you what you are vibrating. And so, yes, if there are pieces of you that have deep-rooted insecurities or deep, deep, deep wounds that you haven't dealt with yet, even if you're not aware of it and they're just deep down in your subconscious, vibrationally, you're still going to keep pulling those types of situations in for you, where you will either pull someone in to mirror them for you or trigger those wounds or insecurities until you heal them. And with the twin flame connection, the twin flames, the twins tend to draw up all of our stuff so that it all comes up for healing. And it gives us the opportunity to really dig deep and to get to the bottom of our own growth and awakening and to take responsibility. The first thing is to take responsibility, everybody. Take responsibility for everything in your life, for everything that's ever happened. Your soul, and if you go back to childhood, you say, well, why was I drawn to a dysfunctional childhood? Or why was I drawn into this soul family? You had soul contracts with your family way before you came into this lifetime. And you came in, and those lessons, those wounds, those relationships are there purposely. You chose them at a soul level, at a different level. And processing the pain of some of those occurrences and all of that, it happens now, happens here in our healing. And you have to remember that the experiences, again, I'll say it again, the experiences you are pulling into you are a reflection of unhealed stuff. Just stuff. Look at it like that. Say, I have stuff to heal. Okay? So if you are in a twin flame separation, you haven't come back into union yet. Typically, both twins are at different paces of awakening. And like I said, union is not guaranteed, but when it is, it often happens when both twins are healed and awakened. And again, it's going to happen at different paces. So one might be ready before the other. One typically awakens before the other. Typically, if you're watching this video, you're probably the more illumined or awakened twin. And sorry, my video is becoming very staticky. I think it's the lighting. Let me turn the light on. Hold on just a second. So hopefully that helps. Sorry, guys. So although a union is not guaranteed, what's happening, like I said, is the greatest gift that could be, because it's driving you to abandon ego expectations of your twin, radiate unconditional love for this person, go into a deep, deep self-healing space, reunite with self-love, and love yourself, heal yourself, realign with your life's purpose. What could go wrong from here by doing that? I think a lot of us want to say that we get hung up on the he said, she said, and all the drama that's happening in the here and now, but that is not the work to be done, and a union will not come from doing that. So you have one choice. If you do want to come into union and or align with whomever your life partner is, if it's not your twin, and your twin is maybe giving you a gift in this lifetime to heal these things, the only way to facilitate that is to do your healing. And I also have to say that in the unconditional love, you will begin to just radiate love from a vibrational level, from this feeling of having such a love for your twin. And that's going to attract positive experiences into your life, other high vibrational beings. And when things get mucky, yucky, sticky, if drama, conflict, or anything arises along your healing path, it's often so that we can check in with ourselves to see how much we've healed or not. It's almost like little tests. Twin flames, when in union, are coming back together harmoniously so that they can serve humanity. So there won't be this push-pull, back-forth, this whole dance. You will come back together when you're ready and fully awakened. And if you have such a great love, then just believe and have faith and know that what is going to happen for you is happening in divine timing for you. Just go and rest assured that that's what it is. That's what's happening. everything is lining up perfectly for you, whether you believe that or not. And if you're looking around going, well, I'm tired of waiting for this person, or I feel like, I'm giving up a piece of myself, then you're not doing it the right way. And, there is no right or wrong, but I will tell you that the right thing to do is to get on your purpose, your path. And it's right because it's what aligns with true self-love. And in doing that, by reclaiming your power center, feeling that fullness of love for yourself and for others, radiating love to everyone around you, you will begin to see all the rewards trickle into your life, little rewards, big rewards, so many different ways. And I've seen it in so many different ways. And you also need to remember that in the distance or separation from your twin, so if there's like a long period of time that goes by that you haven't spoken to them, talked to them, heard from them, seen them, it is not your job to pull at them or to ask for that opportunity to talk or to see or to connect. You can connect with your twin at any time in a higher vibration. So that means closing your eyes, meditating, being connected enough with yourself so that the messages come right through, right? So it's like, as you are more connected to your own self, your own power center, and you are vibrating at a high vibrational level, you will get clear messages. Your third eye is going to open, and that often happens in this process, and it did with me. I've been doing readings for myself, for others. I've had channeling happening, and trust it. Don't say, oh, this is so weird. I can't believe this is happening. It's not weird. You're awakening, and it's beautiful, you guys. So love the process. Do your healing. Do not blame your twin for things that are happening or pain that's happening. Look onto yourself for those things. And why? What are the root causes? And why do you feel pain? Nobody can trigger you unless there's something unhealed within you. Nobody can make you mad or sad or angry unless something within you needs to be healed on some greater level. So remember that. And keep your faith. And if you have questions about how to facilitate shadow work or healing, please feel free to email me. I will say I'm not responding to comments, however, that clearly demonstrate that you are not in a twin flame connection and not a believer in this process. You don't have to believe everything I'm saying, and certainly not all of it will resonate for you. And everyone has a unique, although the twin flame experience is symptomatic, and there are phases that happen to the collective, and there are so many similarities as you talk with other twins, even in our twin flame conference call. It's amazing to relate to these other souls on this level. It's wonderful. But not everything I'll say or every teacher will say will resonate with you. But I'm saying, if you don't believe any of this and you just don't buy in, and you're here to challenge your teachers and your healers, you need to look within you, because I'm seeing a lot of that happening, and this is up to you. You choose how you want to do this experience. I found my teachers. The teacher that I listened to on YouTube at the beginning of this process is not the same person I'm aligning with right now. You'll go through phases, and you will probably say, oh yeah, Kimberly helped me at this phase, but then I found so-and-so, or I found this book, and that's what it's about. Find the teachers who align with you and the things that resonate with you, and then dig deep into yourself to do the healing. Okay? Love to you all, and I'll talk with you soon. Okay.